it's day 2, leaving the Lambert Meadow Shelter area. Probably like 7-8 people showed up last night, and it wasn't too bad. They were pretty quiet. Though I did hear something about a band when they showed up. I'm like, what are they talking about? He had a whole guitar on his back. His buddy had a harmonica. I'm like, oh man, this is going to turn out bad. But they're actually pretty cool, so I appreciate it. And it wasn't like they were playing anything bad either. So some kind of like mellow South blues type of sound. It's pretty good. Maybe a little bluegrassy in there. But well, I'm on my way to North Mountain Trail. So there's a water spot on the way, and then it's just going to be up. Pretty. Looks like a high climb. So should be interesting. I'm feeling pretty good though. A little sore, but I'm still really happy. I've been doing those up and down hills and in my off time here, just trying to condition myself to be better in walking up and down hills. It's helped out a lot. So I'm going to definitely continue to do that. So I'm going to move on here and wake myself up. It won't be hard with all these ups and downs and stuff. It's going to be another beautiful day, I believe. It's going to be in the 90s. It's going to be hotter, but there's no humidity. And I woke up, I didn't have any kind of condensation or wasn't sweating. I slept actually really well. So looking forward to another good night. North Mountain. I don't expect too many people to be up there. People seem to want to avoid that. So it should be pretty sweet. But yeah, moving on. Okay, well, I seen a sign for the Andy Layne Trail, which I'm on now. It said 3.1 miles to 779, Route 779. So that's the one that's at the bottom. So I'm going to have to fill up with water, and a lot of water. You see, a little over 2 pounds for a liter. I don't know. 4 pounds for I'm gonna have at least like 8 to 10 pounds of water, maybe more. Just trying to figure out how much I am gonna need. I do drink a lot of water, so I'm gonna try to kind of camel up on it a bit and get my fill. And luckily I don't have hardly any food left. I only have 1 day of food left. So the food's gone, but now I'll have water. What the heck is this? This whole trail is covered with these little guys. Literally the whole thing. I looked down and I was like, what is all of this? Thousands of them and thousands of them. I was like, what are these maggots? And then I'm like, yeah, there's gotta be something else. I don't know what they are. It's just everywhere. That's freaky. I need to find out what the heck these are. And they're still. Found the mother lode. They're all swirling around. Looks like they all came out of the ground. So seems like this is something like an event. Just trying to think of what the heck, what kind of larvae or hope this doesn't continue like this. I don't want these things crawling on me while I'm trying to sleep at night. I don't even want to stop. I'm afraid they're going to start climbing up on my shoes. Man, if I had the internet. This has to be just very recent, like last night maybe even. I don't know. Wow. Alright. I'll let you know if anything changes. If I get eaten alive by bugs. Can't tell if they're thinning out or not. Seems like they are. Kind of. This is nuts. Alright. Well, I got all my water. Came across this little bridge here. It's pretty cool. Oh, man. It's fucking heavy. What I'm thinking, I'm gonna carry one liter to drink on the way up. I have 4 other liters on me. That should be good enough for the rest of the day, tonight, tomorrow. I don't want to take too much. I'm already too much. That's why I'm gonna drink some of this off. Well, coming through, I think there's a couple of these. I think that's an electric fence. There's a sign that says electric fence. Little doors, keep animals in or out. That's cool. Nice little field. As you see, it's another beautiful day. It's gonna get hot. The riparian buffer area. I'm just glad there's no more of those worm thingies. So my only guess is that maybe it was a little baby like millipedes or something, or they're grubs, some type of grub thing. It comes out, they mate, lay eggs and die, or I'm still very unsure what the hell those things were. I'll find out, because man, that was crazy how many there were. So I got my water back there, because up here there's cow pastures and you can get a lot of bad shit. Yeah. So you don't want to be drinking anything that cows been up and around in, pissing in. Oh, cool. Okay, well I just came down off the route up there. I think this is it where I want to be here. The Catawba Valley Trail. I think that's it. Supposed to be a bit overgrown. There's a kiosk up here. You can always check that out. Most difficult. Well, fucking 10 pounds of water it is. Here's the thing for the North Mountain Trail. I don't know if I recorded this or not, but I'm up here. I'm gonna travel up all the way down past turkey, grouse, somewhere around Deer Trail, maybe camp out. So I'm probably like I don't know, not very far into North Mountain Trail. And look at this. There's a nice flowing stream here, and this probably flows quite often. So people were thinking if you need to get water earlier, there's this here, and it looks pretty reliable. So keep that in mind to help so you don't have to carry so much shit. I'm trying to find the trail. I think that's it right there. It's a little overgrown. So this is definitely a first. Look at these guys. Hey, Mr. Turtley, you having turtle sex? Guess you don't mind being all up in the mud. Some nice colors on you. Oop. That's cool. Well, I want to say I made it to the top. I really hope so. Wow. That was a lot. That was more intense than I thought it was going to be, especially with all my water. Definitely more difficult than the ascent and descent to Tinkers. Tinkers is pretty steep, that grade. But man, at points it seemed like they were like, oh, screw this, I'm tired of doing these switchbacks. Whoever made the trail maybe was like, we're just gonna keep going, just keep going up. I'm tired of doing switchbacks. It's holy shit. But nice little campsite up here. But keep moving on. I'm gonna take a break here after I go up a little further and see what's going on. Make sure that I am on the top. And take a little break. I don't think I'm gonna eat lunch yet, but just sit for a minute. Well, I lied. I was not at the top. Whew, I wanted to get some, I got some. I'm at the top now. Here's the sign. North Mountain Trail, Turkey Trail. Oh, there looks to be a geocache right over there in a box. Maybe let's see what that's about. I'm gonna take off my pack for a minute though. I actually had to stop and take off my pack for a minute because my water jug fell out. Then when I started to get my legs felt like jello, it's like, oh man, I'm starting to hit that wall. I'm at the top. All right, well, I just got finished up with lunch. Gonna start heading the North Mountain Trail here. Didn't look. I think I got like 5.5 miles. So see how it is. I did see a guy down at the very bottom of the mountain there, and he's doing the loop too, but he's going clockwise, and he started at Dragon's Tooth. And I asked him how flat is it up here, and he just gave a little, I'm sure it's nothing like coming up here, and from stuff I've seen on like YouTube and stuff like that, it doesn't seem too bad. But yeah, that's the one thing. It's real hard to get a good read on when you're looking at those topo maps at ridges. The ridges go up and down, but can't really put lines that way. Not so much. Well, I'm gonna roll on and listen to some music and enjoy the day. It's beautiful. It's like zero humidity. There's a little breeze. It's just like yesterday. I couldn't have asked for any better weather than this. Whew. Awesome. Well, it might be hard to see, but way across there looks like either Tinkers or, yeah, I think it's Tinkers Cliffs. I see that line over the top. I'm looking back across. It's pretty cool to think I was just there yesterday. This is what, yeah, you'd think it would be. The ridge. Some semi-slopes. Clears off, and then it gets a little more overgrown, the undergrowth, but it's awesome. So you know when you get to the top of a mountain, it's never really the top of the mountain. Walking on the ridge line, it's straight. You're pretty much just walking a straight line, but man, the ups and downs, there's no bends, there's no switchbacks. You're just going up and down, and then they'll flatten off. I think I'm at the highest point here, I think. I got like 3.2 miles to go to my campsite. And I came across this tree just hanging on for dear life. It's an awesome little pine. Weird pine, it's all gnarly. Looks like a timber rattler snake. Let's go out for the sunbathe. I need to get around them. Well, I've been moving on pretty steadily here, pushing on. Whew, just kicking my butt. Deer Trail, where I came from, 2.9 miles, and I got 1.4 to go. So, roughly around there is where I want to try to find a camp spot. Man, it was a nice camp spot about a mile back. It was really nice. It had, someone made rock chairs and a lot of nice places. You could stick your hammock. I guess this is the grouse trail. It goes down the mountainside. God, who wants to walk that trail? I guess it couldn't be as, but it's probably just as worse, or maybe even worse than what I came up. So who knows? But it's the inclines have declined a little bit. There's still a lot of ups and downs, but they're not as extreme or not as many. There's still quite a few, and they're steep, but it feels like generally they're kind of lowering a little bit, so that's good. Alright, well, I'm going to move on here. I don't know what time it is. It's probably getting close to like 2 o'clock, so I'm hoping around 3:30, 4 o'clock I get into camp. Be pretty good. Well, I guess it's also a first. Massive black bear just took off. Well, I seen that one big fat black bear about a mile back. Heard some more rustling. I look, see a couple cubs jumping out of the tree, taking off. Holy fuck. I'm like, I gotta get out of here, I think. Oh man. Man, they're awesome looking, but it's one thing, you don't want to get in between the cubs and the mother. So I'm gonna move out of here as quick as I can. Hopefully get far enough away. Sucks, my camp, or where I was gonna camp, is not too far from where I'm at now. It's maybe like a mile down there. That's all I fucking need. Oh, but getting tired, but moving on. I think it's 3:30, so it seemed about right. I think like 3:30, 4 o'clock I'd be getting to the end of where I wanted to stop for today. Yeah, here's the sign right here, 2 miles to about 311. So that's Deer Trail. Just call this whole area Black Bear area.